election that took place yesterday that we all know what happened. But, I want to talk about something that not many people are talking about. There's a saying in recovery that goes, watch out what you pray for, you just might get it. And so the left, they executed Joe Biden. They shot him without a gun. They kicked him to the curb. They got him out of the way. They implemented this woman who nobody voted for in 2020. Nobody voted for her to be the presidential candidate. They just put her up there. She was a puppet. They put her up there, and someone was pulling strings. You had all these entertainers all over the world coming out for her, and all praying that she went. All putting her in there. And the bottom line is, Joe Biden outperformed her in every county in the country in the United States of America in 2020. He outperformed her in every single state, every single county. He outperformed her, and she got massacred. And the people spoke. Not only did they lose the presidency, they lost the Senate, they lost the House of Representatives. People aren't just ready for that vision. I mean, people aren't ready, I think, for the vision these people want for America. People want prosperity. People want to make money. People want to be capitalists. People don't want, biological men in women's sports. People don't want to pay for people's sex changes. And I heard another good commentary this morning, really, from a Democrat, reasons why she lost in such a big way is because of how vice president picked. She should have picked Shapiro. I mean, he's a moderate Democrat. The governor of Pennsylvania, they love him in Pennsylvania. He's allegedly supposed to be an excellent governor, but she picked this clown from Minnesota. I mean, the guy's a clown. He's a boob, and so it just was a whole bunch of everything. I mean, and they lost. I think they have to really look at themselves, why they lost so big and why they lost the House and the Senate. I mean, they really got to take a look at it. And let's see what happens. Let's see where we go now the next 4 years. I know I made more money when Trump was the president. I know the world was safer when he was the president. We'll see what happens. And another thing I want to talk about too is hopefully I could do something with healthcare, because it's all money now. It's all business. I mean, the reason why I'm running late today is because I had to go to get prescriptions, my refills that I'm taking for years. I had to go for a wellness checkup to get prescriptions of medications that I've been taking for years that I don't need a checkup for, because I've been taking these medications for years. I'll probably take them till the day I die. But so the doctors makes money, I had to go be inconvenienced and go to a wellness checkup and get stuck there for 2 hours. The EKG machine didn't work. I had things taped all over my body. I flipped out. I pulled them off. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested. They didn't call the cops on me. I'm in there laying down on this gurney for a fucking hour like I'm getting executed. I got things all over my body. The machine's not working. They keep coming and trying to fix the machine. Finally, I flipped out. I ripped everything off me. I started screaming. I don't understand why I got to do this to get a prescription so you people can make money. I got to be put through this nonsense. And then the doctor got I'll take care of it. And the bottom line is they finally just put my prescriptions in, and I left the office. I mean, it's just people are so, it's crazy how they treat people. Hopefully they'll do something about that. So that's my little rant for the day. I'm waiting to have lunch today with Sammy the Bull and Michael Franzese. They're in South Florida. They went to a Trump event last night with Patrick Ben-David. That was a big success. I'm waiting to hear back from them. We're supposed to have lunch today. So I'll put some stuff on my social media later on in the day about that. And that's about it. That's all I have to say so far today.
I got a question. They're asking, who was your favorite president of all time?
Well, I mean, I was never political. When I was in the street, it didn't matter to us. Well, it didn't matter to us because the Republicans went after the mob. Like Ronald Reagan really went after the mob big time, like with the RICO statutes. Nixon implemented it, but Reagan really was gung-ho with it. And when I was in the mob, my favorite president was Jimmy Carter because he was the worst president and we made the most money with him. But as I got older and when I got into politics, I liked Bush in the beginning. I liked the son. I liked Bush in the beginning because of, especially after 9/11, that he went right in after them. I felt pretty safe with him as the president. But I really didn't get into politics, like seriously studying them and until the Obama era. And then I think Trump was probably the best president of my lifetime.
You remember JFK? Or you were young, right?
Yeah, but I was young. Don't forget, when I was born, Eisenhower was the president. I remember JFK. Do I remember him? Of course I remember the day he got killed. I was in the 4th grade, and they came in and took my teacher out in the hallway, and then my teacher came back in the classroom, and she was crying. And she said the president was shot, and they took us all. I remember like it was yesterday. They took us all to the auditorium, and they called up back then. Nobody's mother worked. So we went, they took us all to the auditorium and they called up our mothers to come get us. And my mother came to the school and got me out of school. And then school was closed for a week. And I remember watching the funeral on TV with my grandmother. I actually was watching the TV the day Oswald got shot on national TV. I was watching it with my grandmother and I saw Oswald get shot live on TV. I remember hiding under the desk with the Cuban Missile Crisis. They had us hiding under the desk. They had drills. Aerial drills, in case they started dropping bombs on us, that they made us hide under the desk, like that was going to do something first. But I was a kid; I wasn't paying. That's all I remember. But and then when I got older and I started working in the mob, it didn't really. We really didn't give a shit who the president was. The worse the economy did, the better we did. So we wanted, shitty presidents.
Did you see President Trump get shot on TV?
Yeah, I did. I was watching it with my daughter, and when I saw him ducking, I go, "Did he just get shot?" Oh, yeah, I saw it. I saw it live on TV.
Do you think he makes it into office, or they take him out?
No, I think he'll make it. Now they're going to probably have a lot of security, unless it's an inside job. That's the only way they're going to get him. I mean, he's going to have. He woke up this morning with presidential security. I mean, he's the president now. He's going to be heavily guarded, like. So it's going to be a whole different ball game now with the Secret Service with him now because he's the president-elect. So it's a whole different ball game now with his security.
Patreon member question. In summary, what made Fat Andy such a respected gangster?
The way he carried himself in the mob. He was feared. He was respected. He had a good heart. He helped people. He the things he did, he was the whole package. That's why he was so well liked and respected and feared. He was the whole package when it came to being a made guy.
How long before gas goes back down, you think?
I think pretty much right away. I think on day one, he's going to open up the pipelines again. That's what he said. He said day one, it's going to be drill, baby, drill. I think once he opens up the pipelines, well, already the stock market went up 1,000 points yesterday. I just read it this morning. It opened up, the futures opened up 1,000 points higher. I think, on his first day, he'll sign executive orders. He'll open up the pipelines again and get it all flowing again. I think within the first 6 months, we'll see a big change.
You think he's really going to go after and deport everyone here illegally?
No. I think he's going to go after the illegal criminals first. I think he's going to get rid of them. Without a doubt, they're gone. It's a little touchy situation with illegal immigrants that have children that were born here. Is he going to deport a whole family? Or if you have two illegal immigrants that are working, that are honorable people, and they have children here that were born in this country, your main thing would be like maybe to work with them a little bit, see what you could do with them. But the majority of the people that aren't doing the right thing, yeah, they're going to go. They got to go.
What do you think happens with Ukraine?
I think Ukraine, that's going to come to an end. I think he's going to tell Lewin, he's going to cut off the money, and I think he's going to sit them down at a table, and they're going to come to some kind of agreement.
Do you think we
Well,
have?
Russia already said this morning that they want to renegotiate a treaty with us. They already said that they want to sit down with Trump as soon as possible.
Got some comments from the fans. I hope the new president sorts out healthcare, housing, wages, and unemployment.
Yes, and stop my income tax, stop taxing my Social Security. That's one big thing for me.
Do you think he stops or helps the opioid crisis and fentanyl crisis?
I think he will once he closes the border. I think that's going to put a dent in it. It's never going to stop totally. I think he's going to put a dent in it, but it's never going to go away.
Do you think the United States has a gangster for president?
Yes, and that's just what we need. We need a gangster to deal with gangsters. Yeah, without a doubt.
Good stuff. All right, tell them about New York on Friday.
So I'll be in New York on Friday. I'll be in the studio. Anybody wants to come and attend, contact us on Anthony Ruggiano Jr. at gmail.com or reformgangsters.com. We're going to start doing a lot of new things. If anybody wants to come on my podcast, I put it up on my social media this morning. Contact us through my email, Anthony Ruggiano Jr. at gmail.com. And we have a lot of new good stuff coming your way.